afternoon. Shiva, if you want to go outside, I will be more than glad to open the door for you. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. I got a few things I gotta catch up to. The house is now kind of quiet, I call it. The house is quiet. Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you all can hear me pretty clearly. Let me know if you can hear me. Anybody that's in the background that cares to say something. Usually the good ones always do. If not, we'll continue. Let me see this. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is a letter from, we'll see right now, the Equity Department. Listen to this. It's an offer letter. It's an offer letter for the home. Your estimated offer is 226,000 up to 294,000, and then it explains why the difference in the price. And based on recent home sales in your area, we could make you an offer starting at 226. That means I'm all set. I don't need the offer. So, well, thank you, thank you. I'll keep it. I will keep the offer. I'll keep, not the offer. I will keep the house. It's only going to go up in value with the construction and everything else is around the neighborhood. And then, go ahead and eat here. Sit down now. Okay. So, today the house is full of females. Full of females. Not my females. They were full of my daughters, their friend, my granddaughter. Popeye, that idea with the pot roast is a good idea. I gave him the full idea after what me and you had spoken about. And Popeye gave me an idea, and I said, "Hey, let me implement that." And they liked it. It's been cooking since since this morning, not yesterday, because yesterday, yeah, it was been cooking since 4:30 this morning. Is it 4:30? Yeah, 4:30 this morning, Popeye. I left it on low, and then I put it on high at 9 o'clock this morning, and uh, by noontime, that meat freaking caramelized. It was they loved it. I had a little bit. It was good. I just don't like to interfere. Like they just wanted, you know what's funny, guys? They were all here, right? And they were like, yesterday, Dad, can you pick this up? Can you pick this up? Can you go to Walmart? Can you get this? Can you get that? Can you get cilantro? Can you get lemon juice? And you know what? While you're at it, get a lime juice, and don't forget to get the oregano and and I was like, oh, okay. Am I? When the fuck was I? You know, the the man that's gonna pick up everything. I just got out of the gym, man. So I picked up all the ingredients, and then I brought her. Go lay down. She was like, no, she was right next to me, and she's been next to me. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know if she's feeling weird. She puts her head on my knee, and she wants you to scratch her. So, but I've been doing that for hours. So I don't push her away. At first, I'll say go lay down, and she lays down. But if she doesn't, like right now, I'm what is it? Giving her a rub down on her shoulders. So everybody ate in the house. Everybody had a great time, but unfortunately, uh, now it's quiet. In the beginning, you're like, oh my God, there's all these women are here. There must be like 6 or 7 women here because it's my daughters. Then it got friends. Yeah, I think it was six. It was six. Sorry, 6. And then they were all like, one of the girls said something today that was really, really nice, man. I personally don't feel all that like that the way she said it, but it's really good just like out of the blue for somebody to say that. One of the girls looked at it, they were talking, and I said, "Did I say anything wrong?" Because we're all laughing and joking, and the girl goes, "No, there's nothing wrong. I was just telling her that I wish my father was more like you." And I said, uh, everybody, every daughter, every son may have an indifference, between like how their dads are, and they were like, "Yeah, my dad's too serious." I said, "There's a reason for that, every dad is always going to be different." And they're like, "No, well, we're not saying it's a bad thing. We're just saying we wish that he was more outgoing like you. You're like all like full of energy. You're fun to be around." And you don't make us uncomfortable. A lot of his friends just make us uncomfortable. I said maybe it's because you just don't understand how their friends are, like that. I said I've never accustomed my daughters to be around a lot of men. That is just me. Personally, that's just me. I don't accustom my daughters to be like I brought them where I grew up and hung out with the friends and like out there, yeah. But I don't. I've not been a guy to invite guys to my house while my daughters are home. I just don't do that. Hey guys, if you can hear me clearly, if one of you are out there that actually would like to write something, let me know if you can hear me clearly. Because if you don't, then it's fine. But if you do, that's great. Um, I gotta tell you, man. Uh, I'm very, I was very excited, to for them to all have a good time, and they were having a good time. They were just laughing, and then they all left, and it was it. That was it, man. It was a good time. I had all the stuff, wash it down. I had to wash all the stuff down, and I'm letting it air dry out there. My granddaughter's toys, um, and I put them on top so they don't get dirty. So I got to go out there a little bit and just take out whatever water's left. Uh, but I gotta tell you, man, it's beautiful. Now it's starting to get a little cloudy, just slight bit. But it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful fucking day. Hold on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. As long as it's clear. So I had a really good day with my girls. It's funny, guys, because it all started with me doing the shopping yesterday for them. Because after I got out of the gym, I can go right down the street to Walmart. And I picked up all the stuff for my daughters, and I'm thinking they're going to be cooking. But you know what they did? They ended up cooking for them and for me, so I didn't have to cook. And that pot roast that Popeye mentioned was good. I mean, the combination was good. We combined it into something. I gotta fix that screen too, man. Let me move this over because I don't want. It doesn't matter to me. I don't think you guys are gonna complain about a fucking screen, but I don't want it to be blowing, in the air like that. I mean, in the front of the camera like that. Um, so they had a beautiful fucking time, and I spent time with my granddaughter. I spent time with my granddaughter, and uh, I just wish, guys, I just wish my sons were closer. I really wish my sons were closer, man. The only way I can actually see my sons is traveling to them, and I don't like Massachusetts. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that I go out there. I've lived there for over 35 years, over 35, 38 years, and I will never, I won't unless it's the summertime. I won't go there again. But I just did all the dishes, and I threw a load of laundry. I already did the laundry for the towels. I like to give each person their individual towels. It could be anxiety, could be the way I am, but I like to make sure that everybody has a nice hand towel. I clean them, and I mean I throw them in the washer dry. They're clean, and um, laundry's being done, and now I'm sitting down talking to you all. Letting you know it was a beautiful fucking Saturday, man. I'm blessed. I'm looking for prices of tickets to see how much it would cost to either go straight to the Philippines or go straight to Vietnam and then or Thailand, whichever one, and then go to because I'm only going to the Philippines to visit and pay my respects to my friend, and of course see a few people when I'm there, but that's it's not going to be long term, but we'll see what happens, we'll see what happens. It's like I said, it's just a beautiful day. Everything fell in place, everything was just beautiful. I couldn't ask for anything more. I had my fun yesterday. Me and Popeye had a good time fucking around online, and just shooting the shit. I went on Barry, not on, but I was in the commentary with Barry. Uh, I gotta tell you, man. Uh, After like what I saw today, and I see it all the time, but it was very impacting today. Like I was sitting here, just like in there, and then I was like, I tried to say something nice yesterday about someone. Some people just don't deserve to be wished anything nice. And some people, I grew up with that old saying, and I really do believe in that saying for the most part. Is if you have nothing good to say, you didn't say anything at all. And I'm like bullshit on that now. Now I don't give a fuck. I say it. It is what it is. It's not one of those. It's not one of those things that. What are they gonna? What people gonna punish me? If she look, what is it? Look, look at the squirrel. Look, what's that? What's that? Well, I guess you don't want the fucking squirrel. That's the first time she never looked over there to see that squirrel. No, don't look now. Don't look now. She went, go later. I've been rubbing you for like 2 hours, man. You're rubbing your knee, like your knees, your shoulders, your ears. Go later. Go. And I gotta tell you, man, I can't live like that. And those who choose to live like that, that's fine. Like I was telling Barry yesterday, man. Just I can't wait till you get home, and I hope you get your shit together, bro. I hope you get your shit together because if you don't, a lot of all this is self-inflicted. I tried to give Stank some advice yesterday and try to see, and genuinely tried and said, dude, just fucking live. Why would you live constantly on, these people all supposedly retire. They go to these countries and they talk shit about the country constantly. They leave one country talking shit to go to another country talking shit. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. It'd be a different thing if I was doing shows. If I was one of these foreigners out there doing shows and I'm trying to educate people and trying to tell people, listen, this is the things that this is what happened, man. Be careful out here. But they're doing nothing but fucking bitching, man. Why the fuck would you leave one country where you were born and raised or where you grew up? You could have switched one up to the other 50 states instead of traveling 15, 20-hour flights to fucking go and complain in another fucking country. Like, I don't know the fucking thing about. I will tell you things that I have experienced. Hey guys, today I was doing this. Be careful about this. But you wouldn't see me sitting there saying, I fucking this fucking country and these fucking people and this fucking, and you gotta be. Listen, one thing that I've learned, and this is the guy, this is so true. I learned it from an old guy that I used to work with. It was a chef. I talked about him before. He he dedicated his weekends every weekend. He was so renowned. This guy owned about 7 restaurants, and then he opened up a catering business. The catering business were for elderly people, like at nursing homes, that he would invite them to every weekend. He would have a shindig. He would rent a hall, or it was donated. The hall was donated, and he told me. He said, it was such a good person. He tried to give advice to everybody. And he told me, you can either be one of two people. He says there is that third one, but it's not often. But I'll tell you the third one after the first two. He said you can either be the person to fix the problem when it transpires, okay? Or you could be the person that likes the problems and you don't care what happened. Like you're like, whatever, I'm gonna be a part of that problem. So you either accept the fact that there are problems and fix it and say, I don't want to be in this, I don't want to do this. Or be the person that's also contributing to the problem. And then the third one is the one across the board. You are a constant fucking complainer that will not fix it, that will accept it as you go, be the victim and say, all across the board. You are that person across the board. I don't want to. I've never been like that, and I could not be like that. I am the person that once there's a problem, I try to fix it because toxicity in how you live every fucking day is really important. Let me tell you something. If you think that a lot of these guys that are out there that are complaining about the Philippines or even fucking Thailand, I was watching something last night at the Popeye show, and after I got off a Barry show, I was watching some foreigners in fucking Thailand and Vietnam just dogging the fucking country. And the thing is, if you don't like it for your mental health, why the fuck would you stay? Then I saw a guy from UK, and he says, the title was, I love the Philippines, but I had to leave. And he said he's been living in the Philippines on and off for 3 years. He leaves for a little bit, comes back. He said one day he just woke up and he just didn't like the way everything was, and he didn't like the way everything was going about. He got really frustrated with the people, everything. He says, my mental health, I just fucking left. And that's how I am. If this is not working for me, I'm leaving. Why would I sit there? Listen, like I said, most of these guys, they come out of the U.S. Let's just say the U.S., United Kingdom, Australia, any of those places out there, right? And they go into the Philippines, and they left complaining, and they're still fucking complaining. Why would you put yourself in that situation? Like, if it's not good for you, and you complain, what is it? Because I love some of their answers too. Like I see them when they're talking. Well, I left everything. Dude, you can start all over. You did when you went to the Philippines. If for your mental health and your happiness, why wouldn't you fucking trade back up? Why would you trade back down? And a lot of these guys, they left thinking that it was going to be green, like grass was greener on the other side, and it wasn't. But they don't admit to themselves that they got to fucking get out of that because for their mental health and their their well-being and their happiness, it's not worth it. They'd rather deal with it. Let me tell you something. There is no island, no pussy, no woman, no fucking, no nothing that's more important than fucking my mental health and my happiness. Today, like I said, I was sitting here and I was watching these girls fucking talking, and they were the future that what these kids are thinking of now is nothing compared to what we were thinking before. You know what I mean? It is crazy how, and again, it's not just one video. Every fucking video you see is a guy. I spent 120,000 American dollars on my home with my Filipina wife, and it's been nothing but fucking headache. Now, are there more success stories? I'm pretty sure there are. I'm just speaking that there are just a lot more people hidden. I think I call it hidden. Their emotions are hidden because they don't want to talk about how fucking miserable they really are. How bad of a. Let me tell you something. I would rather be a real man and say, yo, I fucked up. I had my fun. I tell all you guys. I tell everybody, you ladies and the guys. I will never move to the Philippines. Will I stay? Yes. For a good period of time. Yeah, 2, 3 years, maybe 4 years like that. But I'm done. After that, I'm done. I am not going to another country or whether it's in Vietnam. Now, you could do that. But I'm pretty sure the ones that do it are planning things out and are saying, for good or for bad, I'm going to stay here. And if anybody asks me, I'll tell them, my experiences. But that's not what you're seeing. You're seeing nothing but fucking complaining. I got ripped off. I got scammed. Now, that's okay. Like I said, if you're trying to educate, but they're not. If they're not complaining about the fucking house, they're complaining about the fucking food. If I would have known. Well, you fucking know now. Are you going to fix it? No. They'd rather complain about it than try to fucking fix it. Hey, John, what's going on? God bless you and your family. How are you, my friend? Sorry, I think I touched something I shouldn't have touched. There you go. Hold on. You little motherfucker. Okay. Stop talking the truth. People will not understand you. Well, John, what the thing is again, hold on. Let me make sure I do this right. Okay. The thing is, John, that a lot of times it's so hard. And listen, honestly, John, outside of all this shit, It's great to see you. It's great to see you on the live. Great to see that you're doing well. We're not all doing perfect, you know. Like today, like I had a great time today. Everything went well. Let me tell you what the worst end of the today was. Beautiful day, John. Bunch of ladies here. My granddaughter was here. My daughters were here. I mean, even a neighbor was here. It was nice. But then my daughter, after everybody left, it's like, Dad, can you do us a favor? And I said, what is it going to cost me? I'm laughing, right? And it cost me an order on Victoria's Secret for both of my daughters, but it was on sale because I have the Victoria's Secret credit card, so I get automatically a bunch of percentages off. I get buy one get one, like stuff like that. They racked up and they did really good. I think it came under $100, but they got a lot of stuff for under $100. I mean, a lot. So now back what I was saying. The thing is, it's so easy, John, and who's watching, that you sit back and they're not honest to themselves. They'd rather sit there and say, well, you know, and you know what? It's okay to think that way. I'm not judging. I'm just saying if that's how you're going to be, then that's how you're going to be. But don't go to another country and fucking bitch and complain. You just left the U.S. I'm only speaking from actually from all around, because most of these guys, they say it on their live. They leave complaining about the U.S. or the U.K. or Australia or Germany or they came out of freaking anywhere, and they're bitching and complaining when they're like, you know, this place wasn't what I thought it was. Why don't you leave? Why don't you find something that will make you happy? You know, why the fuck would you stay? You know what I mean? I just don't get it. And me, I care less either way. I just it popped in my head. I was watching it last night, and this one guy, oh my god, good looking guy. He says on his show, he's talking about how most of these guys that are popping up now are buying houses or property and building houses, okay? And they're not retiring there. They're keeping their Filipinas there, and they don't want to bring them over here. That's okay. If she doesn't want to come, she doesn't want to come. I would never marry a woman that doesn't follow me anywhere I go. That is just that's the way that's the way it is. Your wife will follow you, or I would follow her if she was into a career. Like I don't mind. But a lot of these guys are either two things: either afraid of bringing their women here because they call it she'll become Americanized. Actually, what'll happen if she comes here? She'll see the opportunities that she's has that you now no longer provide them, and a lot of them keep in the Philippines, so they don't have to deal with the younger generation. Because a lot of these guys they'll keep the Filipina over there because they're afraid of what she might actually get over here. But you know what? If that's what you had to be afraid of from the beginning, if that was an issue, why the fuck didn't you just stay single and have fun? You know? And again, not all, but a high percentage. And a lot of these old guys, they're overdone here in the US. So they go over there and then they're like, I fucking hated the US. But yet the US pays what you've earned, you did earn it, pays you. So technically, you hate the country that has provided you the ability to go to another country and live comfortably, and then bitch about that country as well. So it's every country is to blame except you not being fucking happy, you know. Password TV, you got Harry Dick in the house. Harry Dick. Breaking news. Harry Dick is in the house. Harry, how are you? God bless. You are correct. Again, do you hear that a lot? John S., it is a gimme. It is a gimme, John S. There's so much a lot of these guys are so insecure. Listen, and this is not a bragging thing. Those that really see me go out there know that I have no problem finding women, pretty women, nice women, all right? There's nothing insecure about me at all. If I went in a room and she's getting fucked up, but like, oh, I'm grabbing my shit, gotta go. There's other bitches to fuck. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, they keep them in the province. They build them whatever they want. They sit there and they bitch and complain that she's fucking everything is fucking complaining. But you know why they stay? They stay because they don't get that pussy here. They don't get that treatment here. You know why? Because people read right through them. Now, have the women in the U.S. changed? Yes. Have they become more independent? Yes. But when did men start being so fucking lazy? Do you think I need a woman to fucking wash my dishes, my clothes? I can clean a house better than most women. Why? Because that's the way I was raised. A woman is not something that I need. It's something that I would want in my life. Maybe to complete a certain part, that I may be wanting or not, or not. But they'll keep them there and they're afraid. They're afraid. They're not, because they know their culture, they respect the man. They're not going to be out talking to other men, but they're afraid of bringing them here because they know they're either going to see younger men. Maybe she won't. Maybe she will. Do you think that's my concern? Listen, if this trip brings me together and close to a Filipina or a woman from Thailand or a Vietnamese woman or a Cambodian woman or a Japanese woman or any kind of woman, right? And I like her, and we start hitting it off, and I marry her. Do you think the first thing I'm gonna be, who is she gonna fuck if she comes here? No, she's gonna do that shit regardless, man. She's gonna do that shit regardless, you know. And a lot of them would rather stay in the freaking Philippines. Why? Because she's got everything you're gonna give her. You know what I mean? See, hey, lost a nomad. That is the too many guys for a slave, not a wife and a partner. See, the thing is, John, they forget. A lot of them may start off with these Filipinas or these women in the Asia. They start off loving them. Okay, first thing they love is the fact that they got laid. Okay, let's be real. Okay, they got laid. Let's do that. I want my chicks independent and able to think for themselves 100%. You know what I mean? You cannot listen. If these guys go over there and they leash these women, I'm telling you, they leash them. They don't get that pussy here. Listen, and I'm not hating on these guys, but the truth is nobody ever really talks about it because they're afraid of like, who made this guy an expert? Let me tell you, if I see it, I'm going to speak about it. So this is exactly the point. You should be able to say something, whatever you feel like saying. They go over there, they get laid, and they're like, "Fuck, I'm not getting pussy like this out of the Philippines." Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Let's just say, but most of these guys, they come from the U.S., they go over there, they get laid, they're like, "Well, look at her, she's rubbing my hands. I'm not gonna get this treatment." Now, it may all start very genuine. From what I've seen out there, these old guys, they'll sit in the fucking corner. They don't blend in. You're just a means to an end. You pay the bill. She invites the family over. They're always at your house. You're sitting in the fucking corner. You're barely enjoying the company that they bring. You don't understand the language. They feel left out. They feel empowered because you're the man. So if you say everybody got to go home, the Filipino will say everybody go home. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. They feel empowered, man. Everything she has is because he provided it for her. Now, is that a man's job? Yes. You married her, you're her partner, it's your job. But in the relationship, there's only one, and they feel like the God. They really, really do. I'm telling you, these guys that I saw on YouTube spending all this fucking money on a house that they only fucking stay in one corner of the fucking house. You know what I mean? Building these fucking mountainous fucking pools and shit. Just for what? Think about it. I call it overcompensating. Why the fuck would you need a mansion? Why would you go and spend $150, $200,000 American, up to even more? For what? So you can say you fucking own property that big? How much of that do you really fucking enjoy? You see what I'm saying? Like, let's not keep a nest egg. Let's not say I can get like a nice little 1 or 2 bedroom, something nice, like a 50 or 75 fucking square meters, something comfortable. So that way we do stay, and it's big enough, and maybe I could turn it into a 4-bedroom, maybe build upwards. If I have a couple of kids, that's our home right there. It's in a good location. Probably gonna run me about 30,000-40,000 American dollars. Let's just say. And then it's good. Or you buy something that someone says, "Hey, I can't afford this, man. Take the payments or just buy it out. I'll take a loss. I'm getting out of here." Whatever. Okay. You think that these foreigners need a fucking 7-acre fucking pool, 17 fucking rooms? No, man. It's overcompensation. It's like, if I can make her happy, she's not going anywhere. And they will not bring them here. Most of these guys that do complain. You know why they complain? Because now she's working. She got a working permit. She's working. She's starting to talk to other women. She's actually starting to think for herself. So what happens? You don't get to spend as much time with her. You start getting fucking jealous. What is she fucking doing? Blah, blah, blah. Then you notice a lot of these guys, a lot of them are always putting their women on cam, trying to keep them always so close. Trying to, listen, if that's why you are, if that's what you call happiness, you can fucking keep it. I don't have to show anybody how many women I'm fucking. I can tell you I have more than my share. Go lay down. Go. Go lay down. Enough is enough. Go. Go. Go lay down. Go lay down. Give me 1 second. Go lay down. I can't have her on me all the time because then when I don't do it, she'll jump on the bed. Like she's always looking for that attention. I give that dog more attention, I think, than I do my daughters in the house. I do it because she's always around me. So I sat back and I was watching. You know what? I don't comment on the videos because these are people with their own money. They can do whatever they want. I'm just looking at it and saying to myself, how can these guys say they're so fucking happy and they're doing nothing but always talking shit about how miserable they are, you know? And they're always like, they're always keeping their women like close. Like I never see like beautiful interaction between a foreigner and a Filipina. I see like seriousness. Let me tell you something. If I wanted a dead piece of ass next to me, I'd pay for it. Fuck it and then get away from it. My Filipina has to be very loving, caring, outgoing. I mean, she's got to match my fucking energy till I fucking die. Now, is that for everybody? No. I'm not saying that everybody, just because Nico wants a very energetic woman, that's what. No. I'm saying is, you can see when people. Let me even tell you. I don't want to throw this out there, but my buddy, he married a Latina, and he's been married to her for over 20 years. And he says he's never felt happy. Every day he's with her, he spends so much time. Like he's like, I love it. Now, do they have private time? Of course they do. Hold on. And you see, I think it starts with them not respecting their mothers and their daughters and getting away with it. Exactly, Nico. I got a lot of brothers and sisters and many children and 2 handful of grandchildren, so I need a big hug. That's different. See, fast forward, that's okay because I'm pretty sure that your partner will contribute to that. You see, like, and again, I know it's going to sound very controversial what I'm going to say, or maybe people will get offended and say, well, Nico, I think that's wrong. That's okay. We're not always going to agree. I feel, Passport, that if a Filipina wants a big fucking mansion, she should pull her own fucking weight. Whether it's Filipina, Cambodian, Vietnamese, Italian, I think she should pull that own weight. I don't think it should fall solely on the man. Now, many men genuinely provide for their women. They're married to them. They generally feel, I'm going to buy her this. I'm going to do this because we're all going to benefit from this. That's okay because he chooses it. But the thing is, it was a choice made by 2 parties. I notice a lot of these guys, they're overcompensating and buying these women everything they need so they don't feel like they need to run anywhere else. Instead of sitting down and saying, hey, babe, do you want to stay in the Philippines? Okay, you do. Listen, I think, this is what I'm thinking. I think you should come back with me. Or not think. It's like, I want you to come back because you're the husband now. You get at the point, you gotta be the fucking man and be like, hey, you're going to come back with me. We're going to stay there 5 or 6 years. I want you to go to work. I want you to put everything in your... I don't give a shit if you never touch your fucking money. I feel everybody should contribute into the house. Now, see, Mr. Harry Dick, he has it his way, the way he likes it. See, that I don't have anything against it. Now, I'm not going to ask him, is he married? I'm not going to ask him, is he got a girl? That's none of my business. My point is, he's not on the fucking channels talking, I'm about to fucking build this fucking house, and, I fucking hate this. Look at it. They're ripping me off on the fucking concrete, and I fucking shit it. He doesn't do that, you see? Now, if he did, I wouldn't criticize him for it, but I would say, hey, Gary, dude, why are you fucking there, dude? If you're bitching and complaining, I mean, you can, but if you're bitching and complaining and sitting there, dude, don't build the fucking house, bro. Just fucking leave. For your mental health and your fucking happiness, why are you fucking sitting there complaining all the time? But you can if you want. But see, I could say something about that. But in this situation, Harry doesn't fucking bitch and complain. Harry's like, yo, I have a big family. Again, I don't ask him. I don't care if he's married or single. This is not an attempt to get information. Let's just say he's not married, but that's what he wants. He's got a little lady, and he's like, I'm going to build a house because I go there. I go there a lot. So I want to build a big house because I really get along with her family. Okay. See? I was like, hey, that's your money. Do you do what you do? Would I have done that? Hell no. I make them all sleep in the back and the freaking, and, I'd make a little freaking bamboo house in the back and said, now y'all home. You're extended family. Mom, dad, you come in the house. You bunch of little rugrats, get the hell back in the bamboo house. My house is in my name. What damn fucking right. See, Mr. Breaking news. Harry Dick is another smart, intelligent fucking guy. No, never married. Not against it. It's just not for me yet. Exactly, passport. But you see, I guarantee you, though, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you would still be that kind of guy. If you got married, you bring it across to your wife, and you would hope, not expected, you would hope that she sees you struggling, still doing your thing, and making sure that you and the family have what they need, that she would pull her own weight. Now, if that's the way the guy likes it, who am I to criticize? I don't criticize. I'm just saying I could not live like that. I could not live with someone or marry somebody that did and was not able to think for herself. That it is a culture. That's okay. I'm not disrespecting the culture. I couldn't do that. In my culture, I'm Latino. Same thing as descendants from the Filipino. Our descendants are the Latino as well. In the house, the man is the last word. But I still want to hear from what my wife, or if I ever got married, I want her feedback. I want her contribution, whether it's a fucking $5 bill or 5 cents or picking up a spoon or a fork. I want her to contribute. I don't want her to be a piece of fucking furniture in the corner, not fucking talking and saying, I can't talk because I'm just a woman in the house. No. I like the fact that she feels and respects her man, but part of the respect in the relationship as well in our culture is giving her position. That is her. She is just as powerful as your word. Yeah, your word may be the last, but these guys go over there and they are the first, second, and last of the word. The only reason, listen, if you notice, most of these women are just fucking caretakers. They really are. They're not even wives. And if you want to get down to it, and remember, most, not all, most of these women, you see them fucking sitting there serving him. Is there anything wrong with that? No. But that motherfucker can get up and get his own fucking meal. Why don't you get her? Why don't let her take care of you, right? When you need it. Everything you see these motherfuckers do. She's a fucking slave. Everything. She's always doing this, do that, do this. I mean, half of these guys, you lucky enough they can scratch their own balls and wash their own ass. But now, have you earned the right? Have you worked 7 fucking years of your life? Yes. Is that what you like? Yes. All right. But there's no equal there. It's always what I say. And that you see it in almost everything that you see. There's land at Baroness in Bantayan Island, self-made millionaire. Oh, well, Mr. Harry Dick, self-made. Let me tell you, I heard, I'm not sure if it's true, Mr. Harry Dick. It seems to work on YouTube. I heard there's a self-made millionaires, off the dime of dying family members or just people, that have actually have had so much and they ended up acquiring it from somebody's demise. There's always self-made millionaires. You got MJ the Flipper in the house. You see, another example. Me and MJ, when we talk, we don't talk often, but we do. And he's ecstatic. He's like, my wife's here. She's gonna be going to work. I hope she gets everything. He doesn't ever say she better fucking help me. She better pay a fucking bill. That is something that's instilled in that woman in her own. She's gonna go to work. She wants to do this. She wants to get educated. She wants to go back to school. She wants to make sure that MJ's good, his family's doing good, her family's good. She doesn't sit there and say, I gotta make sure the whole fucking barangay is taken care of, and make sure everybody looks at me. Because let me tell you, fucking must. It's a must. And you're either going to have there's many kind of females in the Philippines. The one is the one that has to have more than the next Filipina, or the one that doesn't give a fuck. She goes, I care about my tatay, and that's it. And my brothers and sisters, and I want to make sure my husband taken care of. You don't see him sitting there on fucking YouTube saying, you know, she better go to work. I didn't bring her here, you know, and all the things that I do for her. That's when you know there's it's off. It's that whole relationship's all fucking jacked up. But he doesn't do that. See, that's what I'm saying. And I don't say that because it's MJ. I would always respect MJ because even if I do something fucking shitty, he'll bring it to my attention, and I will always do the same. A lot of things I would say privately if it was something that's nobody's concern. But my point is when when he made it to her husband, they see a future. You see, it's a future in it together everywhere. When you go to the Philippines, you see these guys simping it all up, getting these women houses, and they're doing is buying them, just so they don't go anywhere else. Because think about it, where else is she gonna go where she's gonna have 3 meals a day? And you know, I'm not saying, guys, just before anybody, not you guys, before it's turned into something fucking filthy, which they're gonna turn it into anything they want. I'm not saying that is what the Filipinas. I'm saying that they do. I'm saying that a lot of them do that. A lot. And I'm not talking a handful. Right? We either see the reality of what I'm saying or you don't. That's fine. But if you think that she would run out, and let me tell you, I have seen it for many years when I was there. Every time I go, I see it for all the time that I'm there. The foreigner, you ask a Filipina to talk to the other Filipina, and ask your Filipina what she was talking to that other girl about. Oh, she's happy because she wasn't doing really good. Nico, she's very happy because now she's not struggling as much. And there's nothing wrong with that, but a lot of these guys keep that shit hidden. If you think that a lot of these women don't attract to you because you provide them, now providing is earned. It's not something that someone has to say, you have to do it. No, the fuck I don't. If I don't want to fucking do it, I don't have to fucking provide shit for nobody. That shit's earned, man. You think I want to go to fucking work every day for fucking 40 years, go to another country, and then someone says, here, I got your pussy. You got to get me a house. You got to get me this. No, you don't fucking get nothing. But a lot of these guys, they lose their backbone. They de-spine themselves when they go to these countries because they're like, oh, well, I mean, maybe she ain't gonna give me no ass if I don't do this. No. No. Don't talk about finances. Exactly. Simps are international. So that's why I say, I don't say just the Philippines. I saw that shit in Colombia. I saw that shit in Costa Rica. Hell, I saw that shit in Puerto Rico. I saw that shit in Mexico. I saw that shit it's everywhere. The thing is, why would you go to all these countries and sit there and complain and bash and be like, I fucking can't believe that I did this? Okay, can you fix it? No, they don't want to fix it because it sounds so much better when they're complaining. You see, it's easier to complain than it is to fix it. And me, I could not go to anywhere. You'll never see me in the fucking Philippines or when I go to Thailand. Like I said, even Filipinos, they're dual citizens, right? They go there, they're like, I love my country. I've been here 10 or 15 years. I'm going back to the US or I've been here 5 years. Or 3 years. I can't do it anymore. And that guy from the UK, same thing. He went there, he goes, I love Philippines. I've been here for 3 years on and off. I was actually thinking of getting something here going. I will visit for now. I'll never come back here. I'll visit just to visit, not to live. I'll visit. Because he said his mental health got really fucked up. But he doesn't have to share that information. He gave you enough. His mental health and what he was dealing with in the Philippines, he just couldn't take it. So he was responsible and said, I'm fucking out of here. Most of these guys, they bury themselves in where they are, and then they complain about it after. Now, most of these guys with these houses, they can't leave. They can't leave because these houses are not in their name. These houses are in their partner's name. All right, whether it's your girlfriend, whether it's your neighbor, whether it's you have an arrangement, I don't give a shit. You know, and what happens? What happens is that they all of a sudden figure it out. Fuck, what do I do now? It's not hard to fix. To me, it's not hard to fix. I'll sell the motherfucker. If it's a goat, sell that fucking goat. Carabao, a fucking baka, I don't give a fuck, man. I'll sell it. To better my mental health, I'd sell it. If I'm with my partner and I feel like this is not, I'm out. I'm out, man. You gotta be responsible. Now, I'm not saying that everybody should give up. Who the fuck is Nico? Hey, don't listen to me. I'm not telling you to give up. If that's what you listen, if you got your roots already in there, you fucking dug those talons in, and you want to stay there because you feel like I can't. I'm not going to lose this money. Listen, should have thought about all those big before you went there, before you went to any of these places. But they don't. They'll sit there and say, "Fuck, I got to stay here." Well, then, but they'll sit in YouTube, which they can, and complain and bitch about uh oh well, now I can't leave because I'm invested. Well, I can tell you right now, what investment I could ever have if I'm not emotionally uh and physically and spiritually right. I'm out. Sell that glass. I'll even sell fucking John. I'll sell the goat. I'll sell the carabao. I'll sell the fucking lechon, dude. I'll sell the rabbit. I'll even sell the next door neighbor's native chicken. I don't give a fuck. The Philippines is a beautiful country to visit, but I couldn't live there year round. No, passport. I am like you. It is so beautiful. I could stay. I honestly, no bullshit. I could stay maybe 1, 2 years, maybe three. I mean, like that. Maybe 2 or 3 years. Let's just say three, because then I can. I'd have to leave. You know how you have to leave, um, and then renew it again, and start. I couldn't do more than 3 years. I could not do that. And you know what? I think the Philippines is a very beautiful, beautiful place. But if you think there's not other places more beautiful, I can guarantee you. Now, Loss told me once, not once, he's told me many times. Loss has told me, Nico, you got to understand, when you finally reach the destination that you feel complete and happy, then you will rest there. You may not die there, but you'll rest there because it brings you, it's you. Philippines is not me. I make it work. It works for me because it reminds me a lot of where I came from in Puerto Rico, and I still remember I didn't leave Puerto Rico till I was older, so I remember a lot of what I did, and I went back for like 15 years back to back every year. I went for like 2 or 3 weeks every year. Um, and had some of them sometimes not even 2 or 3 weeks. We stayed 2 or 3 months every year. We went at least once or twice, uh, and it worked for me. But that's why I'm gonna try Vietnam. I'm gonna try Thailand. I'm gonna try Cambodia. I'm gonna try, you know, where I'd really like to go, which again it's in the thought pattern right now. I'd like to go to freaking Guam. I'd like to either go to Guam or Samoa. I would rather either one. If I can make them both happen, I would love it. If I came into like a good if someone says, "Hey, I'm gonna get you a scratch ticket," I got myself a scratch ticket, and I want 50 grand, that's where I would go. Fuck 50 grand, 20 grand. If they say, "Hey, your scratch ticket 20 grand," man, I'd be fucking happy as shit. I'd go to Guam, or Samoa, or both. I would do both. Uh, I like to try and see what happens. Because Lost is right. We talk a lot. He's been really busy the past couple of months, but and he tells me, dude, just travel, go to different locations, give yourself at least 30 days in each one, and you'll know it'll feel right, and it's true. Now, does that mean that what these guys are feeling is right? I care less if it is or it isn't. I'm just saying, if it's going to be what you say is right. Why would you sit on YouTube or fucking social media and say, "I fucking hate it. Look at these fucking people ripping me off. I can't even fucking sleep because," bro, what did you think was gonna happen? Did you think it was gonna just mesh because you wanted to mesh? No, man. So I couldn't be that kind of guy. I would have to fucking me personally. If I'm not happy in a place, I'm out, man. Plain and simple, I'm out. You got Reborn Troll in the fucking house. Woo! I go to the Bantayan Island to take a poop. Well, I'm pretty sure Reborn that that's the island that everybody goes to take that poop. Because I can tell you, I've said it before. I've been there 3 times. I've been there 2017. I went to Bantayan. 2019, went there. I went to Bantayan for 30 days in 2017. I went to Bantayan in 2019 for 30 days. I went in 2023, spent a week there. After the 230 days, I said I could never do this again. There's only so much you can do in that island. You know what? I'm gonna tell you 2 islands that I have high respect for. I'm gonna say the first one because it doesn't have as many blackouts, and that was Camotes. Camotes Island was fucking beautiful. It is nice. Tons of things to do. Okay. Does it get boring after? I mean, if you're gonna make it your home, it's not a bad place to make it your home. There's not a lot of blackouts. There is storms that go in and out around there at certain times of the season. Yes, there is, but that's almost everywhere. They do get hit a little bit more, but a good house, you'll be in good hands. Let's just say that you'll be all right. You'll have to deal with the locals and what happens to them as well. But and then Malapascua. I went to Malapascua and I loved Malapascua. Now, mind you, Malapascua, you could ride the whole fucking island in I think less than a half hour on a fucking scooter. Malapascua is beautiful to visit. I loved it. I wish it was huge, but it's not. You can only travel 30 fucking minutes. And when a scooter, you could travel maybe 20, they said. I mean, the guy's like, I can ride this whole fucking island in like 20, 30 minutes, depending on the speed. But Camotes is big. You're not gonna ride around that island fucking for 30 minutes. It's big. So I like those. Now, of course, I've been to other islands as well. I like those the best. But I can't do Malapascua because when they get hit, it's such a small island that they get blackouts a lot. And Camotes, they have their share, but they've also are starting. They're doing better. They're doing their infrastructure is getting better. Uh, but again, I when I return, I'll try different islands, and eventually one of these places is going to stick with me. It was great. I Reborn Troll. I'm going to tell you. Let me see, John. Got to run. Hey, John. God bless you. Be safe. Thank you for popping in here, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Thank you. Reborn Troll. I'm going to tell you, Camotes really impressed me. It really, really impressed me. I was very impressed by how beautiful, how spacious. Everywhere you are, it's not like a clusterfuck. I love the resorts. I thought the resorts were really nice. They some were pricey, some were not. But I like, I went to a lot of. There's a lot of video that I never shown because I don't like. I showed some things, but I was very impressed with Camotes, and quality of what you're getting is really good. I'll tell you this, and not to be hateful, I would pick Camotes and I would pick Malapascua and I would pick a few other islands that I've been to way over than Bantayan. Bantayan's great. You go, you see the caves, you ride around, Don Bantayan. I mean, there's so many things so many things. Uh, I always got it confused with Don Bantayan. Uh, and then when I finally got to Bantayan, I said, it's nice. It's got, okay, check this out. I took a scooter. I rented a scooter from my friend because that's the guy that I go to all the time. Got a really good fucking deal. I got it for like 200 a day, man. I mean, 200 a day. Yeah, 200 a day. And he says, I'll make you a deal. You stay 7 days? Okay. I won't charge you. Give me 1,000. I said, for 7 days? I'll take it. I took 7 days for 1,000. Got a no, is it a, what the hell was that thing? It's a 125. It's nice. It was nice. It was a nice fucking scooter. And I went hours, man. I was driving hours around all different directions in Bantayan. And then after that was it. There was nothing more to do. After you visit the caves and you can do that a couple of times. That's great. I'm, like I said, not complaining at all. I was done. I was like, what else is there to do? And then when you're sitting down having barbecue and you're asking the Filipino, they say, mainly what you did is what people come here for. They come for the tourism, they come for the caves, and that's it. He goes, not many foreigners live here, but not many like that. It's nice to visit. Even the Filipinos fucking tell you it's nice to visit, But if I could go somewhere else, people that grew up there stay there because it's the where they grew up. But if you ask them, where would you go? Oh, Sarah, I would go down to whatever they tell you. They're not gonna tell you fucking I want to stay here and live here for the rest of my life. Some do. I'll be the first. Some do, but some don't. Give me 1 second, guys. I just gotta check make sure that all the screws are off. All right. Sorry, everybody. I just got to make sure I still, I still live in a house full of ladies. They're on the other side of the house. So let me double check. Coach Jimmy, sorry to paint on my fingers. Enjoy the restaurants on the beach. I'm gonna tell you, Reborn Troll. You know what I liked? It's just me. That's the way I am. I like the province. Like I not well. Let me not say that. I keep confusing what province is, and not confusing. I speak faster than I'm trying to explain it. I like the outside of the city, like outside, not the province, the outside cities, guys. You can help me out with the word. It's like other not barangays. Uh, like again, you guys will probably have a better word. It's like you're in Cebu, but then you're in Liloan. Like let me see the word. The outskirts. Thank you, passport. I like the outskirts of the city. So you will always find me like I like Bogo. Bogo, yeah, it's called Bogo. I like it, but I like to travel to Bogo. I think it's going south or north. I think it's north. No. Yeah, well, you guys know. You're in Cebu. You take the north bus. You go up to Cebu. I mean, to Bogo. I like it up there. A lot of mountains. Now, it's not considered the province. It's not considered because it's a city. But I like the outskirts, which have a lot of mountainy areas. I like that kind of shit. So I went into Camotes. You did see the Reborn Troll. You did see the live show that I did in Camotes. I have video. I may even pull it up of where I was staying, and yeah, they're beach resorts, but I like going outside the beach, out on the outskirts, and going deeper into into the little cities and stuff. I liked it. Then again, Island. You know what? Did I go there? I did not go to Surigao. I did not go to Surigao. Uh, that one sounds familiar. Dinagat. Dinagat. Maybe I'm confusing it with delegate. I'm confusing because I've been to delegate. I've been to all those areas out there, man. And I love all the ones on the outskirts. You know which one I like the best? Passport and Reborn Troll. I liked it when I went over to Dalaget, but when you're like you start going away from it, like there's a bunch of waterfalls. You end up going around some mountains for like an hour, and then I mean you look at the homes and stuff and like holy shit, that's Dalaget all the way the fuck down, bro. You could see it from the mountain. So I gotta ask Maria where in Delegat that was. I Passport, I'm telling you, Reborn Troll, it was so fucking relaxing. Now, is it in the fucking Hicks? Yeah, it was in the fucking Hicks, dude. I mean, you would have to travel down to Metro or to wherever you got to do the shopping, and then if you got, I got my scooters. I had a 155 cc, so it was more powerful than I needed. But when I went shopping, I've got the box. I roped it on the fucking scooter, and I went around, and went shopping and went to the house. Um, so you're gonna be limited of what you can get. I mean, but if you wanted to come down just to party and then leave, that's what I would do. I loved it. I loved every fucking bit of it. North, it's okay. Dinagat is north. And I'm gonna tell you, Reborn, I probably did. I'm telling you, I've gone to so many places. The only thing I just don't show every single one of them. Can't go wrong with waterfall and nature. Passport, I'm gonna tell you, and this is off the beaten path. When you have to ask the locals, is there something around here? Oh, sir, there's a place up here, but you have to leave the moto. You have to lock the moto. You have to walk. Or if you take the moto, it's a lot of rocks, sir, but you can make it. But I don't think it's the NMAX. It's not made for that. It's more like a dirt bike, like those rugged ones. Passport, and when you got to go around this area and then you got to follow a trail and then you have to go across a field, then you make it to, bro, I love that shit. And then it takes you about 30 minutes to get there. You can fucking dive in, you're having a great time. Everybody's killing fucking rabbits and chickens and roasting them and barbecuing, and then you leave. You stay 3 or 4 hours, enjoy the fucking weather, and everybody's having Red Horse or Dando Wires are just relaxing, man. And you see the nature, bro. You see the trees, you see the waterfall. You could dive. I mean, some of the places we went to, perhaps where they had caves. I'm not. I've lost my vision on my left eye, so I can't see anymore. So I have to be a little bit more cautious. So I wouldn't be the type anymore to dive into like the caves unless I knew what was on the other side, kind of thing. Some of these ones you have to feel your way out, and I was like, nah, fuck that. I got one eye, nigga. I ain't gonna die. Fuck that. I ain't gonna die. It's simple fucking living. And then you wake up and everybody or like out there, there's houses. I can imagine where I was staying. I woke up and I heard them fucking roosters every day. Da, 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 da. That was my alarm clock. It was like 4:30, 5:30 in the morning. I'd get up, sit down, and pull out some crackers and some coffee, 3-in-1 or coffee, or just make my own coffee. Like I bought my own, um, and just sit down, Passport, and just listen, just relax and absorb it all in and say, okay, what do I got planned today? Well, maybe I want to go down and fucking hang out at the beach today. Maybe I just want to leave for 4 fucking days. But it's the inner peace that it gives you. Oh yeah, and you know what? And if a place doesn't give me that, it doesn't have to give it to me on a daily basis. You're gonna have your bad days and your good days. But you're gonna have more good than bad. But if you can't find that happiness in what you're doing, then you shouldn't be in any of these places, period. But you can, again, people can do what they want, say what they want, but and accountability will hit somebody sometime a certain way, just not the way they think it's going to get them. And I can tell you right now, my man, that if I was not like that, I can go 3 and 4 in nature, but by day I'm ready to go, need to shower and take a dunk in the toilet. I'm gonna tell you something, Passport. Since you were nice enough to share that beautiful story or beautiful thing, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. I stayed, I stayed in an area for 3 days, And the third day there was no water, but there was a river, a real river. Like it was a river. It's not like these, that you're in Cebu and you think it's a river, but it's where they, people are pissing and shitting in that river. Now, can I tell you that people don't piss and shit in rivers? I can't tell you that. I can tell you that when it's flowing where I'm at, I don't see houses near the fucking river. So what did I do? I grabbed the bar of soap and went down and walked. Took my sandals, my water shoes, and I went and took a bath real quick in the river. In the river, dude. It was fucking awesome. I agree with you. After 5 days, I mean the water was great, uh, but I can only last so long. But can I do it? I could take a fucking shower in the rain for all I care. You know, there's some crocodiles in those rivers, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I was scared in the beginning, password, because I don't know the wildlife there. It could be snakes, it could be fucking spiders. I didn't ask Google, hey Google, I'm in this part of this part of an island or this part of the city or outside the outskirts of Cebu or anywhere. Is there any known? I didn't do that. I just like, hey, I'm not fucking waiting. I need to take a bath, man. I'm not waiting for this thing. And when it rained, people were collecting water. What were they doing? Sitting under the spout, taking a shower. I didn't. I was already showered. But I like that shit. I'm already looking into, believe it or not, password. I'll send you a message later. Uh, I'm already looking to something that carry. It's portable, and I might actually do a lot of different things this time when I go to the Philippines or even in Thailand. It's a little thing. Like I said, I'll send you a message so you can laugh. And I will do it too. You'll see. Everyone's like, oh, well, that's not why. Well, listen, many people are not like me. I just like to go out and have fucking fun. And what I would do, maybe nobody else would do it. That's fine. But like I said, I'm not going to go to a place and do nothing but fucking complain about it every fucking 5 seconds and be like, I'm so fucking miserable. Or, yeah, I am happy, but, I'm this and that and that. Let me tell you, if you're spending more time complaining online than you are being happy, then maybe your mental health is a little more important than worrying about not fixing something. You should fix it. Something's different, always interesting. I will tell you, you always got to keep it fun. That's why I like your videos. You're like, no, it's not. And I understand how you feel because you're the one that posts them. I see what you say, but I enjoy your videos. You know why? Because there's always something interesting of what you're doing. You see, let's just say you walk to the same place, and I can see it in your videos. You're not the kind of guy to show me the same fucking place seven consecutive times without switching it up. You will always show something different. Like I'll give you an example. Chris and Cebu. It's great. People didn't return to go to Chris and Cebu to see him walking around Fuente Circle. They went back because he brought something different and interesting every time he talked about something. You see, you're the same person. Now, are there many channels like that? Yeah, they're always talking about the same thing and repetitiveness, and people don't return for that. Well, unless there's gossip and bullshit that they can manipulate and have fun with, is different. But I wouldn't go to the same place and do the same thing 7 times. Same as you. That's why I like your videos, because every time I see that, I like Big E's video. When he shows Germany, he always shows something different, and it's interesting. But what he would do, or what you would do, is totally different than what I would do. So I would hope that I bring that little kind of excitement to somebody else when I do something. Uh, I wish. I've always said it. I'm not. I'm not. I don't ever sugarcoat nothing. I wish I was that kind of YouTuber that or I had a contract with a company and says, "Hey, I want you to travel to these states," because there are people that do that. They pay you to travel to other countries and explore either restaurants or anything, just so they can document it. You send them back the video, and then they put the videos together, and then they use like a touring thing. Hey, we can suggest that you open up a website. I wish I was that person. That someone says, hey, I'll fund your trip to this place, but I want you to make sure that you go to this place, this place. I want you to go every place and send it all. Send us video of everything and document it and do whatever you want. But I would do that shit, but I can't. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I can afford to go everywhere. No, I got priorities still. I'm gonna have priorities in my house until the day that I die. It's my home. Now, And I think I owe like 15 more years in my house. When it's done, it's done. Then all the money that then I can do a little bit more. But I didn't get the house just for me. I got it for my kids' future. They'll have something for themselves. You know what I mean? And if I ever got married, I would hope and pray that help her to be able to do the things for her. For her to get the things that she wants. We're a team. It'll be a team thing. But I have fun in so many ways, man. In just so many ways, and it's so much fun. You know. But when you limit yourself to complaining and you're miserable, then why do people bother? Again, it's because they can, but I couldn't do that. I mean, I could not. The years that I have left, number one, you don't even know if you've made it to 65 or 70. Dude, you're blessed. Most of these motherfuckers are dropping dead at 50 and 40. Most of my friends have been dying at 40. So I'm lucky that I'm 50, man. I'm blessed. But I could not be like that. I could not be just talking shit all fucking day long and being miserable all day long. I couldn't do that. But listen, if that's how people like to live and they're happy, let them have at it. They can keep it. I got to live different, man. One thing that my daughters are like, Dad, you're always fucking extra, Dad. And I said, hey, do you hate the extra or do you like it? She goes, I like it. Yeah, it would be cool to get paid to go places, but I prefer watching the raw videos with just a camera with a. See, in Passport, that is what I wish. I'm not going to lie. See, that's what you've always told me. And that's why I do things unscripted. That's why you see me as like I'll write to you or something. Say, hey, I'm gonna be headed. All right, Nico, let me know. It'd be great to see it. And you always tell me I like your shit raw and unedited because you're living it right there. I think people, not me, they don't have to do it for me. But Password, I think somebody with money should find one or two, maybe three or four. And listen, I'm not trying to sell it. It sells itself and someone says, hey, I'm gonna send you, I'm gonna fund this. I want you to go, and I want you to just be you. That's and you know who says that a lot? Popeye, Biggie, uh, Lost says the same thing. I mean, I talk to them, and they're like, Nico, just be you. Whether people like it or not. And I say that to people as well. After I hear you guys say it, I tell people, just be you. I like the nat how it's natural, how it's so like you said, it's unscripted. It's just so much fun watching the moment. If I wake up one morning and say, check this out, I'm sitting here right now, we're gonna be here for 3 days, check, and you fuck up, or hey, I spilled coffee on my. Dude, those are the things people enjoy, the realism of it. And I like that. I like that. That's why. And again, do I wish I can do things very different? Of course I would. I don't want to bore you guys, but then again, it can't be about you guys. It has to be about what I feel happy doing, and hopefully you like it. A lot of these people, they change uh, for others, and they lose themselves in the process. And I can't do that. I can't do that. But listen, I just noticed I'm over an hour. I'm having a great time talking. I just wanted to come in, like I said, they were in there. I finished all the dishes. They're in there cleaning and they're having a good time, and they're gonna be saying their goodbyes, and I gotta go say my goodbyes. Uh, Harry Dick, you're killing it. You're killing it, freaking Harry Dick. Special bulletin, special breaking news. Harry Dick is killing it. John, again, thank you for coming in. Lost, thank you for coming in. Reborn Troll, thank you for coming in. Guys, if you want to get me up to 50 million subscribers, feel free. Everybody else is getting. No, I'm just joking. Listen. I'm just joking, Reborn Troll, or anybody, whoever's out there. I'm just joking. Have fun. Be safe. Thank you for coming in. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. God bless you all. And I'll tell the ladies over here that Harry Dick sends his best.